What's up, YouTube? We are back once again, and this time we're gonna be talking about is being picky a good thing or not when looking for love. As I move through life, I continue to be. As I move through life, I continue to believe that there is a true love. I don't think there is one singular person perfect for you, as in a soulmate, but rather people, still not many, that are meant for your love in life. As I've grown up, currently 18, I've had a good amount of relationships or talking stages, but I'm not sure I've loved any of them. I truly care for them, and there are times where I do really try, but all while thinking that they are not meant for me. I imagine growing old with these people, or at least thinking of a few years with them, and I just can't see it working out. I don't want to hurt these people, but I just don't feel as though they're truly right for me, or that I can be my true self with them. My big question is this: is being picky good or not for finding love? I still do not feel as though any of my past relationships would have worked well in the future, but am I just thinking too harshly? I know love takes work, and not every day is going to be perfect with anybody, but I don't think it should take work to be truly happy or in love with a person. I hope that when I'm in a relationship with a person meant for me, that I know it and I'm willing to fight through it when times are hard. However, I worry that I'm going to take these issues and use them to believe that they are not meant for me. At what point is fighting for love? At what point is it fighting for love versus fighting to keep something that isn't meant to be? I want to feel so strongly about a person, whether what emotion they're bringing out of me. I want to be ecstatically happy in those special moments, passionate in an argument as to work through it, feel their sadness when something may not happen within their life, when something may happen within their life that brings them the sadness, and vice versa for them for me. In my past relationships, I've avoided the word love and only used it with two girls, although I don't think I was in love with either of them. One girl felt as though they were pressuring me into using it, as they told me they loved me, and when I didn't say it back, they got upset and kept repeating how I didn't care for them. The other girl was probably my best relationship, and the girl I did have the greatest feelings for. I just still don't believe that it was love. When I say I love you, I want to truly feel it and believe in what I'm saying. As I'm currently getting ready to go off to college, this is one of the times in which I will meet many new people, and there's a chance that I am meant to be with one of those girls that I end up meeting. I hope to see this and learn to be in love with them, rather than seeing flaws and believing they're not the one. However, I still do not want to force a relationship that is not meant to work out. At which point is being picky a bad thing, and at which point is it leading me to the right one? So I guess this is one question that I hope to continue to figure out for myself, and maybe one day I can make a video with the answer. This is what I wrote this morning, and since then, which it's now almost midnight, I've watched the movie Sleepless in Seattle, which I think I've seen parts of before, but it was my first time watching all the way through. And I do think this is kind of a big question. I mean, not the exact question in the movie, but kind of relates to the movie, as in the sense of. I don't mean to give any spoilers away to Sleepless in Seattle. I would recommend, but the main character played by, or I guess one of the main characters played by Meg Ryan, Annie, is engaged and she believes she's happy, but after Tom Hanks' character, he's widowed and he's on a radio show where he expresses his feelings about his past wife. She hears this and can't stop thinking about him. So even though she's happy with this current guy, she feels as though he's not the one meant for her. And even though throughout the movie he never does anything that will make you dislike him, he just seems kind of like a somewhat boring, but still makes jokes and there's nothing wrong with him. It's just she feels as though he's not the one for her anymore. And she thinks that Tom Hanks's character can be Sam. And throughout the movie, she's kind of goes back and forth deciding whether or not to go with the man she's engaged to, but is truly questioning, or the man she thinks, even though she doesn't know him, she thinks she has all these feelings for. And honestly, it kind of felt like it related to my big question here, as she wasn't necessarily being picky. I mean, she was actually being very picky, never mind, I'm saying that. But she just knew that the person she was engaged to wasn't meant to be, and you don't necessarily blame her for it or anything. It's just she wants the man she thinks can give her what she wants. And hearing that or watching it kind of made me realize that I don't think it's being picky if you're searching for that person. Now, I don't think you should go running through a bunch of people and just not caring about others, but I think it is up to you to find that person, or fate, or whatever, and eventually find the right person rather than settling with a person that you're just forcing the relationship with. So I think when that time comes, hopefully I will find that right person, and hopefully it'll last and become the relationship it's supposed to be. So I'm really glad with the timing of that movie, and I think being picky is a good thing, because I think you want to find the right person, and I don't think there's many right people for everyone. So I think it's special to find that person you can grow old with, have a family, not have a family, but enjoy being around and go through life with. And I hope to find this person in my future. I hope you all enjoyed, and if you did enjoy or made it to the end or even saw this, please consider subscribing and hopefully come back for a future video. Thank you. Have a good night, good morning, good weekend, good day. Whatever you're having, just have a good one. See you next time, hopefully.